Greetings, I'm Ranjan De Silva, CEO, Success Coach and Team Leadership Specialist of Sensei International. One of the questions I keep getting from youngsters who connect with me through various channels is, how do I know what kind of career I need to get into so that I can be successful? How can I find success? What if I make a mistake when I try to take a particular path and not something else? And interestingly, this is the same question I had when I was about 20 years old, after having left school, searching for a career path for myself. I was not sure. Perhaps at that time it was to find any career which will give me some money to live. I studied mathematics, engineering, chemistry, physics, and subjects related to that field, perhaps because my father was in the same field. I did quite well in that area. However, I did not have enough marks to enter university, although I passed GC advanced level. Therefore, I applied for various management trainee jobs and ended up as a management trainee of a company called Carson Cumberbatch in Sri Lanka in the marketing division. There again, that was accidental, and I took it because it was given to me. The other gentleman who was hired with me for management trainee was sent to the finance department. Now, if they had sent me to the finance department, I would have ended up as a finance professional. But here I am ending up as a marketing professional. I studied marketing because I was in a marketing job. I did the marketing diploma from the National Institute of Business Management in Sri Lanka. Then I did the Chartered Institute of Marketing postgraduate diploma of the UK. And there I ended up receiving the gold medal for the best results in the world from students from about 80 different countries. That in hand, at the age of 24, I was hired as a marketing manager for Keel's Food Products, which is part of the John Keel's Holdings Group, the largest conglomerate in Sri Lanka. At 24, I was full of energy and passion and hope and aspiration, but without any experience. I worked hard, applied myself, learned how to lead teams, and as a result, 3 years later, after having made that organization very successful, I was appointed to the board of directors of Keel's Food Products and also to a new company we formed to start supermarkets in Sri Lanka, which is JK Marketing, which runs the Keel's supermarket chain. During that time, I enrolled for an MBA program and learned management and completed my management studies as well. Few years later, when I went to this workshop titled Mastery of Self Through Neuro-Linguistic Programming, I stumbled upon the whole aspect of psychology. In fact, that was something which is interesting to me because even when I did marketing, the behavioral aspects of marketing, which is psychology based, was quite interesting to me, and I got an A grade for that subject. And I learned neuro-linguistic programming and explored the wonders of the mind. And I got so excited by that, I continued to study those areas. In fact, 2 years later, at the age of only 35, I retired from corporate life because I wanted to pursue a career of people development, of organizational transformation by touching the hearts and minds of people. Now, if you look at my journey, it started with engineering, went on to marketing, then on to management, and on to psychology. And it continues. In fact, right now, I'm working on my PhD from the Hult Business School of the United States, from their Ashridge campus in the UK. And my thesis is with regard to the purpose of life, which has a combination of psychology, sociology, spirituality. So the point I'm trying to make is, when you start looking for the career, you may not know what it is at the beginning. It is so important for you to keep exploring different areas. And every experience I had contributed to who I am today. Over the last 20 years, I have been able to guide leaders of organizations, from CEOs to board directors, even down to shop floor workers and retail staff, in finding their own purpose, becoming great leaders, creating great corporate environments. And what I did had a big impact in that journey. However, one thing which can help you in trying to kind of short circuit all these steps perhaps would be to figure out what your purpose of life might be. In fact, at the age of 33, when I found out what my purpose might be, it actually started accelerating my growth, improving my happiness, increasing my energy and conviction. So therefore, it becomes so important perhaps to find what that purpose for you might be. Whilst trying to guide you through that is a long process which takes a few days, which is done at my various workshops, I would like to give you some indication. First, ask yourself, why am I in this world? And in order to answer the question, why am I in this world, reflect on what are the talents you have in your life. What are those subjects in university, in school that you excelled? What are the type of work in your current work areas that you excel? That will show you the talent you have. And then ask yourself, what makes me most joyful and happy? What kind of work, what kind of activity, what kind of habits and hobbies? It could be music, it could be sports, it could be researching, it could be inventing, it could be programming, it could be building rapport and selling. What makes you energetic and happy? And after reflecting on this, that will help you to start figuring out why of your life. Also think about the struggles that you have had in your life. Have you had any struggles financially, health-wise, relationship-wise, spiritually, academically? And those struggles would also prepare you to be purposeful. And think about what concerns you about this world. Is it the economy? Is it the environment? Is it poverty? Is it society which discriminates certain groups of people? What bothers you? What concerns you? And reflecting on those three will start helping you to understand why you are in this world. Why am I in this world? A mango tree knows exactly what it has to do. It knows it has to produce mangoes. Doesn't try to produce oranges. A honeybee knows that its job is to pollinate, not to go and catch fish like a kingfisher. But similarly, we human beings also have a role in this process of life. Reflecting on those questions will help you to start figuring out what your role, what your purpose in this world is. Secondly, reflect on the noble values which is required for you to live such a purposeful life. These could be values that helped you in the past. These could be values you see in noble people, maybe your parents, teachers, some role models. Could you borrow some of those values, make them yours? So the articulating your values also become a part of your purpose. And thirdly, think about what are those opportunities, if it comes your way, that you would say yes to. After reflecting on these areas, start taking decisive action, baby steps to improve yourself to get there. And that's what I call purposeful living. Purposeful living is living with a spiritual mindset, doing your regular prayers, doing your meditation, helping people who is not that fortunate, doing things to nourish your soul. And then work on your mental energy and talent. Read, do some qualification, ideally something related to that purpose you're aiming at. And do that every day. Spend some time every day reading and studying and improving your intellect. It could include teaching, it could include watching some videos which you can learn from. And then start working on your emotions. If you have emotions like maybe getting angry or feeling shy or lack of confidence or depressed, work on them. Talk to people. Get some ideas. Read books. Read videos. We have the capacity within us to really work on our emotions. And when those emotions develop, build your relationships, network of relationships with family, with friends, with colleagues. Go and join LinkedIn groups, go join professional associations, and start building the network of relationships, not only the quantity but also the quality of those relationships. And then start working on your health. A healthy mind is supported by a healthy body. Go for those walks, take the right nutrition, sleep early. I recommend at least 10 p.m., latest 11. Have a good 6-7 hours of sleep. Join the 5 a.m. club as per Robin Sharma. Wake with the sunrise. That's where the legend wake up. And start living your life so that you look after your health with the right nutrition, exercises. And if you start retuning and readjusting your life in those manners, doing every day something to develop your spirituality, mental faculties, emotions, and your health, as well as your wealth. Saving some money, doing something to generate passive income. There's so many opportunities out there. Finding the type of job which might even give you a small income, which you can then save some of it and create passive income. And as you start working on those elements, you will find that you're getting more and more confident, more happier, more knowledgeable, more connected, and that will give you new opportunities. And that will give you more ability to think and learn and qualify and do your job better and get promoted. And this is a process which goes on. And as you go on, ask yourself, what is my purpose? Am I in the right track? Do I have to adjust my purpose? Do I have to change the way of my life? Even my purpose has adjusted over the last 20 years. It didn't change direction too much, but it's got sharper, it's clearer. I now almost once a month relook at that purpose statement and improve it. I relook at those strategies for life, which is your spiritual, mental, emotional, physical strategies, and work on it. And my recommendation to all of you is to go through this process. It's a step-by-step process. But as you start this process, you will find your life accelerating into levels of excellence. Now, if you want to see more about it, read more about it, please visit my blog, which is ranjandisilva.blog, which has a series written over the last 2 years, over 20 odd blog posts talking about the notion of purpose, how to find your purpose, how to live purposefully. And after reading it, if you still want to know more, connect with me on social media, ask some questions. I'll be happy to be there helping you to find your purpose, live a purposeful life successfully. Thank you very much.